Started, and in this session we talked about how to create the planes points, how we talk about the lines. Is it correct? Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. Line is pending, sir.
Ah, so I'm talking about the line now. I think last time we just finished the draft command. Am I right or wrong?
Right, sir.
Okay. The draft and advanced draft we discussed, right? Draft and advanced draft. There are two types in it, neutral and reflect. Can anyone tell what is the difference between that? What is neutral draft and what is a reflect draft?
Reflect draft is on the round surface that is fillet
Ah, after fillet, you can
after
apply
it.
it. Correct. And neutral,
Is normal to the edge of the body.
okay. Now, when you want to apply a draft direction, then you need to create a line. So I'm going to create a component here, simple part. And I'm using this axis system. In the axis system, you will observe these are the three reference axes directly available as a tooling direction: X, Y, and Z. But sometimes you may require inclined draft direction. Then what you can do? So you have to create the line. Suppose I'm creating the simple circular object. Diameter is 15, and I'm applying the base pad, base feature as a pad command. I'm taking this 15 size. Okay. Now here I'm defining the tooling direction. So just select this line and create the tool direction from this. So these are the variety of options. Take a screenshot of this line types. Point to point, point to direction, angle normal to curve, tangent to curve, normal to surface, and bisecting. These are the list of types. Please take a screenshot of this. Is it over?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first point to point option we'll discuss. So first point I am going to create at center of this arc. Then how to create the point? Right click, create point.
But the screen is not visible, sir.
Not visible to you. Please check all of you. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
More, sir. My friend.
Second, I'll share. Check now. Shubham. Hello, Shubham. Are you able to see now?
Yes, sir.
I think your voice is not clear to me, Shubham. Leave a message. Okay. Now, I select the point command, that is from reference element. Select the point and the type of point. I'm selecting circle center and just simply select this arc or the circle. Click OK. Then click this line, the point number 1. The point 2 you want to create it. So I right click on this point option, create a point along coordinates starting from this point, reference this point, vertical direction, which is the direction vertical here, Z. So at that Z direction I'm taking this 35 value. Click OK. The line is get plotted. If you want to create only point and direction, then use this option. Okay, the direction you can right click here and choose whether this Y direction, X direction, or Z direction. I need the Z direction. So you define the length, whatever you want. Or you can create angular line. Select this angle line. Okay, so I'm just activating this reference axis system. Okay, the curve I'm selecting this Z. The support is the ZX plane. Okay, so what exactly happened here? If you want to draw inclined line, what is the basic requirement? I just store this. If you want to create an inclined line, then there are references. You have to put the references. So this is what the inclined line. And from this reference, you measure that angle. Theta degree. How we are measured? Along this horizontal reference, that is X reference. This is Y reference. So while putting this inclined line, what is the basic requirement? One reference is X direction and rotation, center point of rotation. Okay, so the same line is this one is get rotated like this with respect to what? The center point. You can rotate like this. You can rotate this. So with respect to the center, the line is get revolved. And the zero reference angle is your X line. This become now 90 degree. This become how much? 270. Sorry, 180. This is 270 and this is
360.
360 or 0. So to define an angular line, what is my first requirement? Where is your zero line? And where is your rotation axis? The rotation axis at center. And then you can define the line at specific angle. So that parameters we will put it here. I show it again. I'll activate this axis system to active the planes. On which plane you want to define angular line, that we have to decide whether top plane, front plane, or side plane. So I'm deciding at on front plane. So I just click on the line. The type of line I'm selecting angle, normal to curve. Okay. What is your reference? The reference, now I'm selecting this y as a zero reference, as a x-axis. I'm selecting here y reference. Your support will be this plane, and the point, I'm taking this point. Now check, if you look it from front view. So this is your horizontal reference 0, similar kind of this x. Okay, this is the 0 degree value, and this is theta degree, this is 90 degree value. So horizontal is your reference, and that reference we have to decide it from this curve. So if you choose this z is a reference, so from that z axis 45 degree will count. If you take y is a reference, from that y reference 0, 45 degree will count. And which plane is you want to define, that plane is also necessary. Okay, so I'm selecting the front plane. The angle now I'm changing to 90 or 45, whatever it is. Okay, so I'm defining this angle 60 right now. And the length of your line, you can just stretch this length using drag and drop option. Just drag this direction. That length is, let's say, 60, and you want to do offset from the point location, you can define this value 25. So from this center point to this point, start point, there is a gap. Now I click OK, the lines is get created. You can again double click and just stretch out this, click OK. Okay, this line is get created, and this is, suppose you want to define your machine directions or tool direction or main tool directions. Then you have to define the draft as per this direction. Then let us see how to apply it. Just select the draft command, then define the pulling direction, which is this inclined. Neutral face is face. Draft angle is 5 degree and faces to draft this cylinder. Some faces are get draft, some faces doesn't get draft because the direction is not perfect perpendicular to the neutral. It is inclined. Okay, so this is then an object. When your direction of extraction is inclined or the tool direction is inclined, then you have to define that through the line command only. And anytime you can change the angle. You can change to 25. You can change to uh, let's say this is 80, 90. This, let's say, 45. Then this is 35. But at see, less than 45, if I try to check, then it get failed because this particular draft is get intersected here. Okay, so this angle is 60 degree. If it is 90, you will see the draft for all faces. If the angle is, let's say, 60, some faces will get dropped, some faces will not get the draft. Click OK. Okay, so this is your draft direction line. You can just stretch and extend the length. And generally in industry, what we are doing, the lines are always represented with different style. So you just right click on the line, click on the property, click on the graphic, and I click this different color from the graphics. The thickness I increase to 4. and this is considered as a machine direction or the tool direction or the component extraction direction. So whatever the components we are designed, that you have to check whether that part is able to remove from this direction or not. That's why the line is created. Okay, if your direction is inclined, in that situation only you have to create the lines. Otherwise you don't need to create that, because directly XYZ axis is there. You can directly choose it. Clear? So this is what the use of line. Okay, so what options are available here? Point to point. So you have to define 2 points. Second, point and direction. Only one point and different XYZ direction. Along that it will get create. And another is angle normal to curve. Normal to curve means angle is 90 degree. Okay. So remaining options are not so important. Three are important. Maximum angle option is better. Maximum we are using this angle option and point and direction. This second and third number. Any question on this? Are you? Is it clear to you? Hello. Please repeat. Okay.
रिपीट करा ना
एक minute. I'm deleting this. Okay, I'll keep as it is. Okay, so I create the profile here on top plane. Okay, there is some specific circular profile and I have to apply the pad for that profile, but that is not right now the straight one. You just go to the more and choose the direction here. This, so it is inclined. Click on OK, or you can offset here. Okay, I'm going to change this location. Again, double click here and increase this length. So this is inclined feature. Second side is also there is inclination. Now you can see that. Okay, so in the molding or any casting process, when you want to extract this component, then generally you are taking Z direction, but for this specific direction along Z direction, is it possible to remove the part?
No.
Why? Hello? Is it possible to remove this part from Z direction? Because this angular inclination of this feature, the component gets stuck up in the die. Am I right?
Yes.
Then in this situation, your tooling direction is the resultant of vertical Z direction and inclined direction. Okay, how to calculate or how to decide the resultant directions, that I'm not talking today, because it is a part of surfacing. Wireframe entities. You can take the resultant curves also, but that I will tell later. So we'll check it that draft from this direction. Okay, so let's do the draft. You want to apply the draft for these faces. First, you define the pulling direction. Pulling direction is inclined, and neutral element is this bottom face. Now I'm taking neutral element, and faces to draft is this face 1 and 2. The angle of draft I'm taking 2 degree. See, it get failed. That is because this is the vertical faces and here is inclined faces. Try to click OK. It get failed. So we need to calculate the resultant of two curves. Okay. So one curve is there. Better I just delete this first. Otherwise it get a lot of confusion in your mind. I directly apply inclined line. Say Control Z. Okay. I'm going to delete this. Okay. What I done earlier, I will tell later, is a part of surfacing. Okay. Uh, I'm going to delete this particular larger cylinder directly without affecting this second number feature. Okay. Now I use this draft command. Now your direction of tool is not a vertical. In that situation, we can use this line. Neutral element, let's say, is this face, and faces to draft is this inclined face. Preview. Okay. But if you check the same thing for vertical Z direction, it get failed because along that direction is not possible to extract the component. So your direction is this. Okay. Hence we need to create an inclined references if the component is get extract from inclined direction. Okay. Hello, Jitendra. Hello, Jitendra. Is it clear? It means that suppose your part is like this, then your direction will be straight, vertical direction. And if your part is not vertical, perfect vertical, it is inclined. Then you have to remove it like this. So there is a specific reference angle. Okay. Then in this situation, you will get a draft like this. But I delete this. Okay. So here is the perfect vertical direction, tool direction. And this is also inclined tool direction. Okay. Is it clear? Now I'll operate this line, but that line I want to operate from this particular XZ or ZX plane, that is the side plane. So I'm activating this side plane from this view. Okay, okay, ZX plane. Now here I want to create inclined line. Then what is the procedure? Click the line, take angle. The curve I'm taking this X because this is a zero reference. The point I'm taking this point. So from that point, one inclined line is get passed. So if you put this value to 0, it is exactly passing from that point at an angle of 35 degree, 45 degree, whatever it is. So here reference support is important. Suppose I'm taking this plane. Reverse direction. You can flip this direction. Click OK. Clear? Then next point I think to discuss the reap option. How to operate the reap. Are you remember the sweep along guide in NX? Sweep along guide. First I store this file. Line option. I take new file to understand this command. Reap. So are you remember anything regarding the sweep along guide option? What is the requirement?
One trajectory and chain.
Yes. One guide path, or you can say trajectory, and one section that you have to say, not change. One section and one trajectory. Okay. So same thing we need it to operate this command of reap. So don't create any confusion. It is not a strengthening member. In Creo CATIA, the reap command is there. The purpose of that is different. That is strengthening purpose. But here in terms of CATIA, the reap is considered as a sweep command. But in NX and Creo, the reap is considered as a strengthening member. But in CATIA, reap is nothing but your sweep command. Okay. So I'm selecting this profile or creating the profile first on front plane, not top. I'm selecting front plane and there is a guide path or center curve that you have to say. Then exit this sketch and I need a plane which is perpendicular to this curve. Then can you tell which type of plane need to use?
Normal to curve.
Normal to curve, correct. Omkar, correct. What to do? Select this plane. The type I'm selecting normal to curve. And I lock this using this lock option. Select this profile, select this point. This is the normal to curve, and that I want to create the profile. Just select this position sketch, take this plane, and can you anyone tell how to shift the location of absolute axis to this zero orientation? How to shift the zero orientation of this absolute axis? point. I want to bring center location here and the black point location. Hello? Anyone know about it? How to shift absolute axis at the black point location? See carefully. I'm showing you. Click on origin. Okay. Then select projection point and then select this point. So this default point is get shifted to new point location. And is it first quadrant
Sir,
now? Repeat. Okay. Absolute axis, select this sketch. Take this plane. The absolute axis is here. I want to put it here. Then shift this origin point. Take the projection point. Select the projection point and select this point. Clear? It's quite simple. Just select the point. It will be shift the axis. But that is through origin only. Is it first quadrant now?
No.
Which one then?
second quadrant.
Second.
How to do first quadrant?
Reverse.
Correct. Reverse H. And then click OK and create a profile. Okay. The diameter of that profile is okay. Now I'm selecting this command that is through sketch based features. Earlier, two basic commands we talked, that is a pad and shaft. Pad will add linear material, shaft will add circular material. But along the zigzag path or along the sketch path, if you want to add a material, then use this command rib. I'm selecting this profile and define the center curve. That's it. See preview. So it is a sweep option in case of Creo and sweep along guide in case of NX, and the same we can call in CATIA as a rib. So don't get confusion between rib and sweep. Same sweep command in CATIA we call as rib. The name itself is designers decided to consider as a rib. So do not consider rib as a strengthening member here. It is a sweep command. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So you simply select profile and center curve. Instead of a trajectory, here we call it as a center curve. Okay, if you want to create the thick profile, just select this thickness, introduce the thickness 0.5, then it will consider as a pipe. Clear? Click OK. And if I want to modify this profile number 1, sorry, not 1, 2, profile number 2, instead of circle, I'm changing that profile to rectangle or the square. Then this is the called a duct. Duct is always cross section square and the pipe cross section is a circle. So you can create the duct or the pipes along the given path using this rip option. If you want to cancel out the thickness, you can uncheck this button, click OK, again it becomes solid, close solid. Clear? Exact opposite of rip command, to cut the material, there is a slot. So I'm selecting the profile or creating the profile once again on this face. Or you use the same plane which you already created there. On that plane, I'm going to create the section. How to change the origin? First, active the sketch number 1 to show it. And again, right click, use hide show option. How to shift the origin?
Implicit project.
Origin
Hello,
type.
origin type, correct. Then projection point. And then select this point. That's it. And quadrant is right now second. Make them first. Click OK. And there I'm creating this profile circle again. Something like this. Some portion is outside the material, some portion is inside the material like this. And I exit the sketch. I'll hide these profiles now. Even though I'll hide this plane. See, generally during plane, you will get a confusion to understand whether it is a rectangle sketch or whether it is a plane. So my recommendation is that during plane, after creation of plane, always change the style to represent it. Change the color and change the style of the lines so that you can understand, oh, it is not a sketch, it is a plane. Okay, now I'm using this slot option. I'm not creating center cover separately because already we created center cover for the first strip. I'm selecting this profile number 1 and the center cover here and see this preview. Click on OK. The slot is get created. Okay. So slot have the different function, but operation method is the same. What is function? To cut the material along the path, and rip to add the material along the sketch path. Clear? Now I think yesterday we already discussed about material, how to assign the material. Can you tell anyone? Just revise that. You want to check the mass of this object. Then what to do? Just please anyone tell what is the process to check the mass.
Major inertia.
Yes.
First
Major
apply the
inertia,
material.
but yeah, correct. We need to apply the material. So check the apply material option. Click on this. Where to apply material, on the body or entire part?
Part body.
On part body or complete part? See, if you apply material on entire part, material will be displayed in bill of material assembly during drafting. If you apply material on the body, material will not be displayed during drafting of assembly. So which one you preferred?
Part.
We want to show the material during the drafting, assembly drafting in the bill of material. We want to show the material. Then always remember, apply it on part. Do not apply on the body. So I'm selecting this part, which is the rib part, and select the appropriate material from it. Let's say that material is made through a plastic. We go to others. Use a plastic. Click OK. It is a standard material plastic, but if you want to change the type of plastic or any other material, you must know that density and property of that. Then right click on this, go to the property, and I want to apply the material PC, polycarbonate. You must know the density of polycarbonate from analysis and put it that value. How much it is? Okay, 12 to 1 kg per cubic meter. You must check that in the design data and books. Okay, it's tentatively near about 1200 kg per cubic meter. Okay, I think it's 12.5, I'm not sure. 1250, yeah, it's 1250. And click on OK. And now check the material, sorry, check the mass, that is through measure inertia. Click on entire part. How much its mass? 0.08 kg. It's very low. And this colored axis, are you see the colored axis? One red, one green, and one blue at the center. That is the center of gravity point. Clear? So how much its mass right now? 0.008 is very less. It is better to change the unit of mass. How to change unit? Just see carefully. How to change unit? That is through tools. Write a sequence. Tools, then options, then general, parameters and measures, units. I want to change the mass kilogram to gram. Click on OK. Now check this. Sorry. How to check? Yeah, it is measure inertia. Select the rib. 7 gram, 7.8 grams. They are about 8 gram. Clear? Hello. Are you understood? Give a reaction. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Those who don't understand, please give reaction, thumbs down.
तर परत सांगा ना, टूल्स मधून कुठं?
Setting, tools.
ऑप्शन.
Yes, correct. Options. What next?
जनरल पॅरामीटर्स.
Yeah. General, parameter, unit tab. You want to change the mass. I want gram. Okay. Clear?
तर स्पेसिफिकेशन ट्री जर गायब झाला तर सर वापस कसं आणायचं?
Can anyone tell? All of you listen that question or not? All of you are here. How to show the specification tree if it is hide? What is the process? Yes, see it in the chat box. Suraj, short key is F3. Press F3.
समजलंच नाही.
But sometimes still after pressing F3 also, it's not displaying to you. In that situation, what to do? Are you see this coordinate system? Right side bottom corner, bottom right side corner, there is a coordinate system.
Hmm.
You have to click on that. Then entire screen area is locked and converted to black color. Okay, black color. And if it is a very short, in that situation, just click fit to screen. Where is view option? Yeah, here is that fit to screen option. It will display. After pressing F3 also it is not displaying that, then you have to work this option. So after displaying that specification tree, again just click on this. Now your area is working. After clicking this, what is happening? Your working areas get locked. You can able to work on the specification tree only. You cannot do anything here. Even though you cannot modify or you cannot add some features here because that area is locked. And to unlock the area, you click on this coordinate system. For
I
this setting, you have to see the recording carefully many more time. Right click, nahi, left click. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't bother about how to active the parameters. I will tell you later during the parametric modeling concept. So this finish material, mass property and measure tool. From measure tool, you can able to check the mass. Okay, if you want to check the diameters, then also you can use the measure tool. You will see this vernier caliper symbol, measure item, and just like vernier, you check the diameter here. Just click on this arc. It will show the diameter or radius over here. The radius is 2.733. You want to show the diameter, then go to customize, active the diameter option. Okay, diameter also come 5.465 mm.
तुझा टेबल कुठे आहे रे इथं बसलीस?
Select this vernier caliper option, measure item, click on this arc and see this diameter and radius. If you don't need a radius, then customize it and uncheck this radius option, click OK. It will show only diameter and the center location of the arc. If you want to check the length between two faces, select measure between first line or first face and then second face. You have to select this two faces. The distance will show you 8.466. Click OK. Like that measurements we can able to do. Clear? So this finish rib slot material mass property measure tool and yesterday point to discuss, that is what line, application of line. Clear? Sir, how did the parameters come into that? I will tell later, Pranav, at the time of parametric modeling. Otherwise, it creates a lot of confusion. A lot of settings are there. Any doubt regarding these points, what we discussed earlier? My recommendation to you all that you always refer the video lectures 2 to 3 times to understand the settings. Any question regarding this point? On the basis of that, we next class we are going to solve some component, the application of draft.